Because we're getting closer to the release date of Stranger Things Season 5 on November 26th, what other way to show my excitement than to show everything that was on display in Target? Sadly, I didn't know that the popcorn bucket was exclusively in Target. I thought it was exclusively in theaters on New Year's because it was rumored since the episode are an hour to an hour 30. The last episode was, I guess, going to be a runtime of 2 hours, which is a theatrical release. And sadly, I was late. I guess the popcorn bucket was October 5th. I went to Target recently for a baby shower Friday, and they said that they ran out of popcorn buckets on October 7th, which is a huge bummer because I was a month late. I do have some videos, but anyways, guys, we're going to be reacting to a lot of the merchandise that was sold on Target, and also the popcorn bucket, along with some commercials like KFC exclusively in Ireland, brava. And but anyways, guys, hope you guys really enjoyed today's video, and as always, guys, catch y'all later. Bro, this Stranger Things popcorn bucket is amazing. I'm just kind of sad and mad that I didn't get to go, and I didn't know. I didn't know what app or which creator to look at, you know. So I went to my local Target, and a lot of things were kind of missing. They had a lot of cool chains and pins or whatever, and they had a bunch of stuff. They had a bunch of cups, season 1 through 4 cups. I thought that was pretty cool and fantastic. In the box, had a lot of cups that I showed earlier when I was doing my voiceover in the intro. Had a lot of Funko Pops, but I feel like Funko Pops are failing because they don't create things that people want. They just create whatever they want and they think is good, and that's why Funko is going down the drain. But enough of Funkos. They have a lot of little toys and all that good stuff. I like the Demogorgon pins and the van. I really love this little radio station. I thought it was really amazing. I love the design for the Cheetos and the Doritos. They were sending a bunch of shirts and long sleeves. I thought it was really good. One of those Demogorgons, I guess, is like I guess you can roll a dice. You can just pop one open and like a little surprise, little gift bag or whatever. They had a Stranger Things Hawkins little section. They had a WSQK collection. Some Hawkins design Dorito boxes, Gatorade bottles, record players, and records. I thought they were pretty cool looking. So I ended up going to my local Walmart on October 31st, and I ended up seeing Kellogg's Stranger Things Demogorgon Crunch, and I ended up snagging one for myself because the boxing was actually pretty cool. This reminds me of Lucky Charms. They had like these little marshmallows, and I am not a huge fan of, but we are gonna go dive into my reaction and my opinions of the cereal. Before I do that, I think they came out with one with Emma Myers, one of the characters from Wednesday. I don't know what's her name. I haven't seen Wednesday, but I was gonna get one of those, but I ended up not grabbing one just because I don't know, it just wasn't for me. But anyways, I don't know why I threw that in it, but I just wanted to. The boxing is actually really great. Perfect. I ended up keeping the box, and the cereal I ended up throwing it away after the taste test. But here's my reaction and my opinions to the cereal. Alright, this is the cereal, which I don't like. This is the flashlight. This is the flashlight right here. Pretty nice. Then we've got the Demogorgon. Looks like Lucky Charms. I'm not a fan of the taste. So we've got a D20. Alright, time for the cereal. That's how that shit is. Ugh, it smells like doo-doo, bruh. This is the Demogorgon. It's the flashlight. And this is the D20. I mean, it's very sugary. Kind of tastes like the little marshmallows from Lucky Charms. But nonetheless, very nasty. I prefer some other cereal. So it occurred to me that maybe we ended up getting the popcorn buckets and this cereal bundle, and ended up looking at the KFC UK, and ended up coming with 2 videos, and it's gonna be my breakdown / reaction to this. But anyways, guys, we're towards the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna catch y'all later. So our first short is already off-rip amazing. The costume already reminds me of Scoops from, I don't know what season it was in Stranger Things. And not to mention the Hawkins on top of Casey. That's just a cherry on top. So another ad we're going to be looking at is the KFC UK, which is probably the best one yet. So So it starts off with an exterior of KFC. I love how everything's all broken in half and the KFC logo's on the ground because, I mean, come on. Everything breaks in Hawkins. Not only that, we go in like a ghost, and then we go straight into the little sewer pipe where we see the workers underground. But anyways, let's continue. This is literally perfect. Not only do we get a bird's eye view, but the order's coming in from a printer, and you see the drops on the left from the soda. She looks like Nancy from obviously Stranger Things. And not only that, we get a perfect shot of this guy sweating bricks, touching the details, and even looking at the map. Going ahead, putting in the order for Hawkins. Dude, the touching the detail is so amazing. Not only the sweat, bro, look at this. We get a perfect transition from his zipper to the road, and him riding a bike in the middle of nowhere is this peak. Bro, this is where it gets even better. Not only that, he passes by the sign Forest Hills into a dual zoom. Bro, who is this? We had 2 peak transitions. We had a perfect dual zoom. You know what? I'm gonna call that number. Hold on. Okay, I don't think it's a number. Anyways, let's move on.
Stay alert.
So we see him using the radio to communicate to his people. And the thing that's interesting is that they're sponsoring the heck out of this whole season, just getting blown up all over. Discover, Target, you name it. And this whole theme song kind of reminds me of Infinity War zombies, just retro themed zombies. The music in here is amazing. The thing that kind of interests me is the fact that they're using the backpack a lot. I want to say that the backpack is a huge clue of what we're going to see later on in the season, because I remember Will looks up. My guess is because he missed the backpack, because I remember within the 5-minute snippet we got, he missed the backpack. They might have something to do with it. And it kind of reminds me of It episode 3, where they keep passing around the camera. Another thing I liked is that they're using the radio just as Stranger Things would, because, you know, everything is like off service and stuff like that. Another thing I really do like about this trailer is that this whole cast is diverse. This gave me season 1 vibes when 11 flipped the van, but this also reminds me of E.T. Perfect. Dude, whoever directed this, cinematography, editor, dude, congratulations, bro. Another thing I want to say is that when he like skirts his bike, the ending of the music is so retro. I love it. You see the cracks opening from underneath him. You know, Hawkins is breaking down slowly. I love it. Not to mention the lights flicker and you can see a shot of him looking down to the underworld, and it's honestly amazing. Amazing. So we continue on. I mean, I found like 2 editing errors, but regardless, who cares? He throws the backpack and then it hits the doorbell. Honestly, amazing shot. And then we see our protagonist here getting sucked into the upside down, very sad ending, along with his bicycle as well. He finally gets his order, and obviously at the bottom we see the fine print. Honestly, kind of made me mad. It said UK because, dude, all we got was a popcorn bucket and stuff like that. I just wish we had a meal here, because I know Five Nights at Freddy's just had a meal with Popeyes, but still, like, I understand that they're trying to promote it all over the world, but dude, I just wish we had it here. But nonetheless, hats down, this was a perfect trailer. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for tuning in and listening to me. Yeah, as always, guys, catch y'all later.